what's up guys? This is Bobo Jones, and there's a double R, my brother from another mother. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've made a video. I've had a lot going on in my life. I just had a baby, and so I've just been basically imprisoned at home for the last week and a half, just taking care of her and my poor suffering wife. Giving birth is very hard. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a video today to come back a little bit and talk about my XR, which I've now had for 2.5 years, over 2.5 years. And so I'm still loving it. Long story short, it's just an awesome bike. But recently I've actually been thinking about, you know, trading it in. Now that we have a baby, my wife's probably not going to be riding with me as much. The reason I got the XR in the first place is because I wanted the fastest possible bike that my wife would be comfortable on when we're two up. So this was the fastest possible bike where we could be two up at the time when I bought it. So that was my main reason, because we used to ride together a lot. But now that we have a baby, I highly doubt we will be riding together anytime soon, just because the risk is too high for both of us to be on a motorcycle at the same time. So I got very, 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 very close to trading this in for a 2.0, because I figured if I'm only going to be riding one up, even though the backseat on the 2.0 isn't too bad, you know, I figured, oh, I'll get a 2.0 and I'll just do track days and canyon days. I also got a car because I needed to have a car. I've been only using a motorcycle for my past 5 years in LA. Well, a scooter for a year and then a motorcycle for 4 years. So this is the first time having my own car. I had a car with my wife, but that was like really hers. So this is my first like official my car. And I got a super dad car. I got a super nice, comfy dad car, 2017 Kia Cadenza, which I got a ridiculous price on. I got it for $18,000 under MSRP, so I got the top of the line, super luxurious one for super cheap. But it's a serious dad car. Like, it's not sporty at all. It's really luxurious, really comfortable. It does have a V6 with around 300 horsepower, but it is by no means sporty. So I was like, well, I'll have the dad car, and then I'll have, you know, and then I'll get like a sportier bike. And then, so I went as far as putting this bike up on Craigslist, you know, and trying to sell this. And I had a guy who was selling his 17 2.0. I wanted the new 2.0. And then I couldn't sell this. I got very few offers on this one, even though I posted some of my videos on the Craigslist post, just to show that I take really good care of it and that I maintain this bike really well. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, this bike is so insanely fast. Like, why do I need more speed than this? This bike is incredible on track. It's so good as a daily commuter, and I'm still planning on doing like longer, you know, rides with this, like, you know, doing more touring with this, which I wouldn't be able to do as easily on a 2.0. So I was like, you know what, forget it. I don't need to spend more money. I just got a super nice car. This bike is more than enough sporty. So I took the post off Craigslist. You know, I never heard from the guy anyway who was selling his, but yeah, that's it. So I'm going to keep this, even though it's been 2.5 years. The warranty on this is up in March of 2019. So, I mean, that makes me a little nervous. I guess I have to just, you know, pray to the gods that, as it happens with these, you know, the day after your warranty expires, something happens with the engine. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, for any of you who haven't seen my 1-year long-term review, I absolutely love this bike. I still think to this day it's like the best bike on earth. Maybe this or the GS, in terms of a bike that really, really does it all. That you can do track days on. I do track days. I'm competitive with, you know, liter sports bikes and 600 sports bikes. I do touring on this. It was, as I said, it was my everyday commuter for about 3 years. So this bike is really been so good to me. And that was another reason. I was like, this bike has been so good to me. And you start thinking of these bikes as like your real friends. You know, you start really loving them and thinking of them as a real friend that's been with you. And more than anything, this bike has kept me safe, you know. It's been bulletproof. It's never done anything weird. And it's been just really, really incredible. And so with all that, I was like, why would I give her up? You know, she's so good. And so that was it. So I took the post off Craigslist, and I'm not anytime soon, unless something magical happens. I had a coworker who really wanted this bike, and I was going to sell it to him, but then he disappeared. So I think that was my best bet at selling it, because it's hard to sell really expensive bikes like this on Craigslist. You know, it's easy to sell maybe up to $7,000 bikes on Craigslist. When I sold my Tiger, I sold that for $7,000, and that was okay. It took me a month or so, but it was okay. But you know, I would sell this bike for around 12 or 13,000, and that's a lot of money for somebody to just put down in cash. And then the kind of person who would put $13,000 in cash down on a motorcycle would probably just get it new, you know, or finance it. Like, they wouldn't bother getting a bike with however many miles I have on this, like 13,000 I think at this point. But yeah, I've been maintaining it. I got a pretty big service done recently at 12,000 miles. So I got my tires are brand new. I got the brakes changed finally. So my front brakes essentially took 13,000 miles to get to its wear point. I probably could have gotten another 1,000 out of them, but I don't mess around at all with stuff like brakes. I got the safety check done. I do my own oil changes, so the dealership doesn't do those. But I got my brakes bled, and I think the whole service to change the tire and do all that with the brakes was like around $600. So it's not cheap. But you know, I'm not going to be riding this bike anywhere near as much as I used to, because now that I have the car, I'll be commuting sometimes with the car, and even my commute is only, you know, 3 miles. But yeah, so I'm keeping her around. She's been so good to me, and still it puts a smile on my face when I just like jam this bike and go super fast with it. And anyway, it's probably not necessary now that I have a kid to get something, I won't say more dangerous, but something certainly faster and that will tempt me to, you know, be even more of an idiot than I am on this. So yeah, so that's the deal. I love it, and it's friggin' awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it for a while longer because it's been so good to me. But the Tuono is a nice bike, so I was definitely thinking about that one. And then the other one I was thinking about was the Duke 1290, but that's just like way too insane. So I don't think I would have gotten that. Anyway, guys, that's it. Quick update from me. Again, this bike has been incredible. I've had no problems with it. It's a 2016. It's 2.5 years old. If you're in the market for one of these, they may update it soon, because I know they're updating the RR for this year. So they'll probably come out with a reasonably new version of these in the next year or two, because I think it's been a pretty good bike for them. But I would say just go. If you can get one for cheap. I got this one as a demo with 300 miles on it, and it saved me like $4,000 or something like that. So if you can do that and get it cheap, I would say just go pick one up, because it's been amazing. As long as you've been riding at least for, you know, a couple of years, this is really the greatest bike in terms of versatility that I can imagine. And I think they've really ironed out some of the reliability issues that it had. So I would say definitely go for it and buy it. I love it. And yeah, I'm going to start trying to make videos again. I got a really nice setup at my house now for video editing. I got an ultra wide monitor and a really powerful gaming PC with Premiere on it. So I'm going to try to learn Premiere. I've been using iMovie, which is like movie making for dummies. But yeah, so look out for some more content. I also recently hit 1,000 subscribers. So I want to really thank all of my 1,000 subscribers for supporting me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos, but I'm going to start up again. And yeah, that's it. And to all new people watching the channel, check out my older videos. I have some good reviews. And I have a video I really like about why you should ride, even though a lot of people are going to hate on you and tell you how dangerous it is. So I recommend you all watch that. I'll link that down in the description, as well as all my gear that I use will be down in the description. I get a lot of questions about my gear, so that's down there too. But for now, this is Bobo Jones saying, arrivederci. Ride safe, guys. Go get yourself an XR. You won't regret it. Peace.